for a young girl moving to Hollywood.
When Harvey Weinstein invites you to a private party and enforces stuff.
This is getting too dark. Tonight, I found more TikToks that no human should ever watch. And I may regret this, but the truth needs to be seen. And you may be thinking I'm doing this alone, but you're coming with me. Yes, you. Don't get scared now. You clicked on the video, you know what you signed up for. So make sure you watch to the end because this is going to change your reality. And don't watch alone because this is going to get terrifying. What's even scarier than the TikToks we're about to watch today is the fact that 75% of you guys are not subscribed to the channel. So make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe for more scary videos. Thank you.
Okay, let's take a look at it. There's no denying right here, guys. Look at this. This is a close-up. This is the regular one. You can see clearly that there's a mask here. Mike Pompeo. You guys didn't see this on the local news? Are you kidding me? There's no denying it. Please tell me how this cannot be real, guys. If you can prove it to me, I'll take the video down. Prove it to me, guys. Come on now. You can't make this up.
Oh, you know, that's not disturbing at all. We just got people on TV wearing masks for some reason. And even if that's not a mask, then what is it?
Not gonna lie, y'all. Bad Bunny outfit is weird to me. This man really went to his abuela closet and picked out this outfit. He chose to put on a skirt, y'all. When something feels weird, it's usually a reason why. Nothing in this industry is random. Not the timing, not the styling, and not the image that they put out to the world. Bad Bunny didn't just wake up and be like, let me go to my abuela closet and just put on this skirt and jacket today and go get flicked up on the nails. Because yes, y'all, the nails is done too. And he had to show everybody. And of course, Kylie Jenner's in the background. This man is about to perform for the NFL Super Bowl halftime, which is gonna have probably upwards of 100 million people watching. And I'm telling y'all think this image right here is crazy? Watch what he do during the Super Bowl. The industry always throws something out there to shake up the room. This is their way of controlling the masses, to get people talking, to get people emotional. Maybe to some of y'all, this is just fashion, but to me, the timing is too precise, and the energy is too intentional, and the message is too calculated. Y'all stay tuned. It's about to get real crazy.
There's something way deeper to this going on because there's no way one of the biggest stars in the world, literally about to perform at the Super Bowl, just goes, oh yeah, I'm gonna throw on a nice skirt for this, you know, for this occasion. Like I'm sorry, but that is not a normal thing at all. I don't wake up and be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna wear a dress for my YouTube video today. Yeah, I'm sure you guys would love to see that. No, nobody's trying to see that.
After watching this video, you'll start wondering if stars from the music industry are even human. During the Screen Actors Guild Awards in 2022, Selena Gomez tripped, but it wasn't an ordinary misstep. You'll notice that her leg bent at an odd angle. No human leg can bend that way. For a moment, it even appeared to have shapeshifted into something that looked like a tentacle. What if she wasn't really human, but a shapeshifter who forgot to walk like a human when her disguise accidentally slipped? Maybe that's why her guards had stepped in immediately to cover up the scene. Here's another video that will make you question the reality of those who hold power. During an interview with Swiss radio and television, the former Chancellor of Germany, Angela Merkel, suddenly looked different. Her eyes got covered by what looked like a cloudy white membrane. It couldn't have been a camera glitch because the rest of her face looked perfectly normal. Only the eyes had changed. Does this remind you of that third reptile eyelid I discussed before? Could this be the same reptilian feature slipping through for a second?
You cannot tell me that was her leg. That was literally a soggy pasta noodle. If you fall on the ground and your leg looks like that, I just gotta say, like, welcome to this earth, because no, bro, our legs don't look like that.
Morbid Facts, Part 826. Steve Buscemi was nearly killed in 2001 when he stepped in to break up a bar fight in North Carolina and was suddenly ambushed by a knife-wielding attacker. He was stabbed multiple times in the face, throat, and arm, suffering deep wounds from a completely unprovoked assault. Vince Vaughn also got involved in the fight and was arrested during the chaos but wasn't charged. The man who stabbed Buscemi was later charged with assault and intent to kill. Just a few months later, when the 9/11 attacks hit his home city, Buscemi quietly returned to the FDNY firehouse where he once served as a firefighter in the 1980s. He worked 12-hour shifts digging through rubble alongside first responders, refusing interviews, taking no photos, and asking not to be recognized. In 2018, 16-year-old Carly Goose came home terrified after what her family described as a bad reaction to smoking weed at a party. She spent the night completely panicked, paranoid, and unable to sleep. Then sometime before sunrise, she quietly slipped out of her house without her phone, shoes, or glasses. Neighbors reported seeing her alongside a highway at dawn, disoriented and staring straight ahead. But by the time deputies searched the area, she was gone. Despite years of searches, shifting accounts about her final hours, and nationwide attention on the case, Carly Goose has never been found.
I've been saying it for 30 years, and people, when I tell them, their eyes just go dead. The owners of the world are the royals, kings, queens, dukes, duchess, imams, popes, wizards that own every single dime on earth and bank at the Bank of International Settlements. That's the owners of the world.
It's me, or do all roads and rabbit holes seem to lead back to these 13 bloodlines? We hear this mentioned so many times. It's a no-brainer that there's people that are pulling the strings behind the show, almost. A shadow government, if you want to call it that. But here's the thing. What these guys are really doing is much deeper than making all the money and calling all the shots. And for those who don't see it, you really need to wake up.
Oh, friends, I just exposed the NFL for 7 minutes straight on fake deaths and phony baloney rituals. Yet this isn't one that, to be honest, I even think they're going to allow to stay in my subscriber area where it is now. I would venture to guess it will be gone within 24 hours because they've been taking so much of my stuff down. But if you want just a little taste to see if you want to watch the whole video, here's Green Bay Packer Micah Parsons, former Dallas Cowboy, and here's dead Sean Taylor from the Washington Redskins. And if you watch their ear, it seems to be the same, even down to their taste in earring jewelry. How strange. And hey, they even kind of look alike, wouldn't you say? I'd say they look alike. I'd say they look a lot alike. Same chin hair, same gap in their beard, same mustache, same nose, same eyes, same glazed over look. Go watch the video. There's a lot more. Of course, all this for entertainment purposes, though, people. I'm a satire account.
Yeah, I could see this being a thing, but the real question is, why would they do something like this? The only thing I could really think of is maybe a sacrifice or some sort of tragic event that would bring more people to watch the NFL. And obviously they would go to the lengths of faking it and then, bringing this dude back as somebody else. But that's also kind of a stretch. But in this world, they would go the limits to do crazy stuff. So you guys let me know.
This unsettling video is spreading quickly across the internet. During a live interview with Kamala Harris, something strange happened to the man right behind her. Watch carefully. His eyes shifted in the most terrifying way. They turned completely blank, and for a second, they even seemed to grow larger. No one on set seemed to notice it at that moment, but the camera didn't miss it. The whole thing was caught on live TV, and once people spotted it, the clip started going viral as people started calling him a reptilian in disguise. For years, people have talked about reptilians living among us, trying to blend in with humans. But no matter how much they try to hide, small details always give them away. That's exactly what might have happened to Bob Corker during his speech at the Kennedy Center in Washington, D.C. As he spoke on stage, his eyes changed completely. His pupils turned into narrow slits, just like a reptilian, and stayed that way for a while.
Starting December 16th, Meta will begin reading your DMs. Every message, photo, and voice note fed into AI for profit. Let's look at this video, and then we're going to get more into it, guys. We're going to get more into it.
Starting December 16th, Meta will start reading your DMs. Every conversation, every photo, every voice message fed into AI and used for profit. So here's how to stop it. Now, they make this intentionally difficult on purpose, and you can only do this on desktop. You cannot do this from the mobile app. So first, you're going to visit privacycenter.instagram.com, and it's going to take you to this page here. And what you want to do is you click on Other Policies and Articles, and you'll see where it says how Meta uses information for generative AI models and features. Click here, and the third option is privacy and generative AI. You open this, scroll to the bottom, and you'll see it says, whether you use Meta products or not, anyone can submit requests related to their personal information from third parties being used to develop and improve AI at Meta. You click on Learn More and Submit Requests here, and this is the form that you want to submit. So you click this, fill out this information here, and send this, and this is how you submit to opt out of Meta using your information to improve their AI services.
But that's not it, guys. That's not it. Let me just see if there's anything else right here. Yeah, actually, I'll read this because I just want you to understand how serious this is. Meta is rolling out a new policy that lets them use your private conversation to train their AI unless you manually opt out, which he just showed you how. That means every DM you've ever sent, not just going forward, but your whole history. Every photo, every voice memo, every private chat with friends, family, partners, clients, even messages people send to you. All of it can be fed into their AI models. And yes, they made the opt-out process intentionally confusing and desktop only, so most people won't do it. This video explains exactly how to stop it. If you don't do this, Meta can legally use every private thing you've ever sent to train their AI, starting December 16th. This is not a drill. Will you trust Meta with your private DMs? Now let's take a look at this one because it's not just them, guys. No. Good morning and happy Monday. That's when she posted it on today. If you have a Gmail account, now is the time to check your settings. AI may be reading all of your emails. What did I tell you? I told you what's coming with AI. I told you this is a global domination. There is no place on earth they want you to be able to hide.
If you have a Gmail account, you're going to want to listen up. Okay?
No, Mark, I don't want you to know what I had for breakfast. And no, Mark, I don't want you to know how my day went. And no, Mark, I don't want you to see me flirting with Mexican women. There's just no need for that.
You know, Elon Musk wasn't the first person to invent the Neuralink.
I heard it was a rumor, but I didn't know who.
This was like 5-6 years ago, but they haven't seen him since. Like, they don't know where he went. Like, he just, like, disappeared. Him and his invention. It was a MIT student. It wasn't specific a Neuralink, but it was, like, similar. Imagine a Neuralink that you could take off.
That's cheese.
It will connect to his ear and, like, on his chin. It hooks up to the internet, and he can send signals with his mind to the internet, and it will come back to him in, like, frequency. So, like, I remember he did an interview, and the guy asked him, he was like, what's the population of, like, Bolivia? And he sent the message to the computer and came back, and he was like, 45 million people. Like, he had a search engine in his head, and he could take it off. And then ever since he disappeared, that's when Elon Musk came out with the Neuralink, and he had a patent for it, so now it's his. Nobody
copyrighted that.
Bro, what if they off that, bro? Cause you know how many people had the idea stolen?
Yeah, so many people.
So
they say, what's his name, created the light bulb. They said it's not really cuz. They said it was...
They said it was a black man?
Yeah, it's a black man, low key.
Crazy, bro. You know,
I think about it too. That's way easier. That's less control with the it's not inside of
exactly, you could take it off.
You ever wonder what McNuggets really start as? This isn't chicken. This is nugget paste. We whip the nugget paste until it's smooth, airy, and perfectly alive. Looks good, doesn't it? We move it straight from the separation unit while it's still warm. Meat slime gets sticky quick. We don't cut nuggets, we mold them. Each nugget looks exactly the same for a reason. Almost like it's fake, right? We only use the best ingredients to make our McNuggets, and don't mind the bones and teeth. It's all safe for human consumption. After the GMO breading, we freeze the nugget paste to lock in the shape, and every secret inside it. We call them McNuggets for a reason. It all starts with nugget paste, category P. Pink slime,
You're already infected. Brain rot reels.
People are saying that Harry Styles might be a part of a secret society. First and foremost, we have numerous occasions where we see the one-eye symbolism, like here for a beach photo. Here we see it from way back in the day using a rose to cover his eye. Here we see it again with some other obvious symbolism. The same hand that he's using to show you that one eye just happens to have HS for his name rings. Don't you know it, if you flip those upside down, like in this picture here, it literally says, shh. Even weirder because people have hypothesized that some of these societies will say have a vow of silence. He also just happens to have smiley faces on his fingernails, which are turned upside down like frowny faces. What do you think that could mean? He also just so happens to have what looks like a monarch butterfly tattooed on him. Crazy how all these celebrities somehow represent butterflies or monarchs. If you know, you know. I also found this photo from him from a few years back. Couldn't figure out if it's a cult in nature, like some type of robe, or he just dresses like that. But to wrap this in a neat little bow for you, look at his fashion choices from over the years. What is that? This one, he literally looks like my grandma if she turned into a couch. Here we have him showing that monarch butterfly. I don't even have the words to describe this one, to be honest with you. Here we have him with the black and white, which could symbolize duality, which is popular, and you know what? You couldn't pay me to wear this. In this one, again, we see the black and white, maybe for duality. When people say these things about Harry Styles, could there be something to it? Comment below with anything I missed, as well as ideas for my next theory or video. Wake up.
Why did investigators find scratch marks on the inside of every locked door after this asylum was suddenly evacuated? Hidden in the woods of Poughkeepsie, New York, sits the decaying ruins of the Hudson River State Hospital, a place so massive and so isolated that entire wings haven't been entered in decades. It opened in the late 1800s, built with beautiful Victorian architecture. But behind those stone walls, things were anything but beautiful. By the 1960s, overcrowding was out of control. Patients slept in hallways. Treatments were outdated, dangerous, and often forced. Staff was undertrained and overwhelmed, and complaints from families were ignored. But the event that sealed the hospital's fate happened during a brutal winter storm in the late 1970s. Power went out across multiple wards, locks jammed, emergency generators failed. For 9 hours, dozens of patients and staff were trapped in freezing darkness. When help finally arrived...
You know what's crazy? Me and Fiddy actually tried to go here to do a video, but there was literally security everywhere. It was like they lived there. They were patrolling the entire property. We had no chance of even getting in there. But that would have really been a crazy video. I mean, we did put up another video. If you guys want to go check that out, I'll put it in the description. But you know, we got some more exploration vlogs coming soon, so you guys just wait for that.
Nearly every family in America is set to receive this huge amount of money thanks to a new initiative funded by Trump and a famous billionaire. Mike Odell, who is the world's 10th richest man, has been working alongside Trump to launch a new program called Trump Accounts that will provide direct financial support to these two major groups of Americans. The first group is smaller and will receive money from Trump's recently passed legislation stipulating that every household will get $1,000 deposited into a federally managed account that's directly invested in the stock market for each child that they have in 2025 and beyond. The money cannot be withdrawn until the child turns 18, with the expectation that this initial $1,000 will have grown substantially by then. But the second group is much bigger and will receive money directly from Dell's donation of $6.25 billion, which expands the Trump Accounts program by providing an estimated 25 million Americans who are of age 10 and under with an additional $250.
Guys, this is crazy. Watch this to the end.
I'm sorry, but there's no reason why Joe Biden needs to be walking around with a panda. Like, what does this do for anybody? There is obviously hidden symbolism. It could have been anything else. It could have literally been like, I don't know, a polar bear. Like, why does it got to be a panda? Like, he don't even know he exists. So they're clearly just pushing some sort of agenda. This dude just walks around and thinks about ice cream and still thinks we're probably in like the 1920s. Like,
this man received a vision from God that the world will end in a matter of weeks, and he is trying to save us all by building an ark. Bro, and if he is right, we have not learned from the first time, because people are trolling him hard in the comments. Ibo Noah was told by God to build a number of boats to save people from the flood 2.0, which he was told would happen on December the 25th this year. And months later, he has now built 8 arcs. That includes 250,000 panels of wood and is capable of holding 5,000 people each. Now, fortunately, there is some hope for us that don't live in Ghana, because Ibo Noah said that anyone from around the world can come and join him as long as they have a covenant with God. In fact, he says that one of his arcs will be able to hold 600 million people. Don't ask about the math, okay? Bro's a builder, not a calculator. Now, this has divided some people online. Some people admire his faith, and he now has 200,000 followers on TikTok, while others are trolling him pretty hard, asking him to do things like install sockets to charge their phones. And I mean, we all know how that ended last time. So the question is, are we all meeting in Ghana this Christmas, or?
When a celeb gets too honest online, notice how they disappear for a week. That's the silent rule kicking in.
If everyone knew what Mr. Beast is affiliated with, they would immediately recognize that his come-up was not organic. Now, we all know he just signed with the Schmucker Foundation, right? Which is shocking in itself, because in the video, with the Schmucker president, he does this at the 33-second mark, which also is very telling, but also shocking. However, what is not known is that the Creative Artists Agency, which many of the most popular YouTubers are signed with, it's a talent agency, it manages you, right? Now, he is not signed with the CAA, but he is a key participant in a new program developed by YouTube in partnership with CAA to create tools that allow high-profile figures to blah, 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 blah. But look at this. But surely you must be wondering, what does the Creative Artists Agency in California look like from an aerial view? Well, no big deal. Just an all-seeing eye pyramid with the Eye of Horus and the Eye of Providence. And, of course, the Freemasonic compass as well. So the question you gotta ask yourself is this a coincidence? Oopsie. Or are they completely hiding in plain sight what's going on, telling you who's in control, telling you, like, these are fingerprints for who's pulling the strings. They say the eyes are useless if the mind is blind. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below and follow for more.
Tell me why the TSA just said this and they got everybody confused right now. If you walk inside the airport without your real ID, they're going to tax you $45 at the checkout. $45 just to make sure you are who you say you are. I thought it was about safety. At this point, it's seeming like it's just about money this whole time. They know people travel last minute. They know people lose their IDs. They know people don't got their IDs. So they just like, what's the alternative? Money. You don't got it, you get taxed. Imagine you running late for a flight. You got some heavy ass bags. You waiting in line, and then all of a sudden, you realize you don't got your ID, so TSA pull you out of line. Then you got to go pay a $45 fee. And then you got to verify yourself. And then, all in all, they probably don't even let you back in line. The airport already sometimes be stressful, bro. Now they trying to make this shit feel like a subscription service if you don't have your real ID. They've been pushing the deadline back for some years, but now they just trying to make some money on. I'm not trying to tell nobody don't follow rules, but sheesh. At this point, TSA might as well be like, welcome to the airport. Pull out your credit card, pull out your debit card, pull out your money on, and pay this. So let me know down below in the comments. What do y'all think this is? Is this helping the security, or do y'all think this is just another money grab? Because to me, this shit's suspicious, fool.
This is what they don't want you to know. Just keep watching this till the end.
Hi, Comedy Central. Do you have any advice for a young girl moving to Hollywood? I'll get lively with us. When Harvey Weinstein invites you to a private party and forces stuff there.
You guys need to watch the intro to this Melanie Martinez concert. This might be one of the creepiest things I have ever seen, especially what she says at the end.
Can I leave, please?
You know, I don't know what this has to do with the music, but I am not attending this concert. You know, I like my soul. I like my, you know, I like my peace of mind. And whatever that was, no thank you.
Yo, I'm gonna blow your mind. You ready? Do you know about the Will Smith and Chris Rock theory?
No.
Yo, there's a conspiracy theory about it.
Oh, actually?
Yeah.
Damn.
So there's the theory, right? Why did Will Smith slap Chris Rock? Because
G.I. Jane joke.
G.I. Jane joke because Jada was balding, right?
Yeah.
Because she had alopecia.
Yeah.
Take this in. Pfizer sponsored the Oscars this year.
Really?
Yeah, if you look at all of the banners where they show the Oscars logo, in the corner, Pfizer, sponsored by Pfizer, powered by Pfizer. The joke of the night was making fun of alopecia, right?
Okay.
Will Smith slapped Chris Rock. Big deal, right? We're all thinking about the joke. Why did he slap Chris Rock? Because of the joke. Pfizer just got a patent for alopecia cure.
What? What?
Yeah.
No way.
So could all just be this whole elaborate scheme
for
us to think about alopecia and people that do have it,
but in the subconsciously
go to Pfizer because it's all connected.
It's
all connected.
That's kind of a crazy coincidence.
Because just like, you know how when Elon Musk, he broke
proof that Hollywood is evil.
Dark, and it's none of it was her fault. When you're that big, you have such a team behind you, and you're just going.
And no say so. Like literally. Yeah,
No
right.
idea.
We never know.
But a lot of them chose horrible deals. You know, people call it selling their soul. I've always kept my soul.
Yeah.
And I've been offered a lot.
I'm looking you in your eyes. You seem to have a
I'm
soul
still here.
Yeah. Ding, ding, ding.
It all cracks.
He turns into a reptilian right now.
God. They wanted me to go full reptile. I didn't want to.
Really?
Yeah.
How does that even work? How does somebody come to you and say, hey, I want you to be a reptilian?
They see the potential that you can do to shift the culture.
Right.
And I chose to shift it myself.
So people actually will come to you and say, hey, I want you to be a reptilian. What does that entail?
It's more like, it's basically like selling your soul. It's such a
I also want you guys to keep in mind that in separate interviews, Jeffree Star has talked and alluded to a tunnel system underneath Hollywood and some dark and depraved things going on there hypothetically. But it feels kind of forced just hearing all this stuff so openly talked about on a podcast. Some people have hypothesized that Jeffree Star is just super industry himself, and this is a way for them to put the truth right in front of our faces. Other people say he's going against the industry. Comment below, let me know what side you're on. Am I on to something, or am I tripping? Wake up.
Whoa. Shit is getting a little bit too serious, guys. What do you mean there's a whistleblower from the Campbell's Food Group snitching on Little Debbie? What you mean Little Debbie's is what do you mean Little Debbie is 3D printed? Oh my God. Don't 2025 gonna end like this? 2025 gonna end like this?
This is the reason why you should always be aware of your surroundings. This family was coming back home when out of nowhere, this car comes really fast and 3 men get out of it. Lucky for the family, they were able to get inside before something could happen.
A raccoon just got drunk and passed out in a liquor store bathroom. So this raccoon broke into a Virginia liquor store and decided to go on a drinking spree. The raccoon ransacked the store and left a trail of broken bottles behind it. And it was eventually found passed out beside the toilet in the liquor store's bathroom. The raccoon's just like me for real. After the incident, the raccoon was safely released back into the wild.
Bruh, what the hell did they do to the twins, y'all? What happened to Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen, y'all? What the heck, y'all? Bro, these celebrities are something else. They are doing something to these people, y'all. This is beyond me, man. These people look like the very first cavemen. Are you kidding me, bro? What is going on here? So can we all agree that everything is going downhill right now because all the celebrities are looking cooked. Hollywood is shutting down. The music industry is crap, man. The movies are not hitting like they used to anymore. Like, we're literally waking up from this illusion, and all of this was part of the illusion, y'all. Like, it's crazy how they are changing so much, man. Every person that we grew up with or that we known that we watch on television has changed exponentially. They even got them rocking all the gold, man. Like, what? Like, is this part of the golden age? You know, the golden dome, that whole Donald Trump thing? Like, this is crazy. Hollywood is doing way too much, man. They got these girls looking like the troll dolls. Like, y'all remember them things, the troll dolls? But I heard this is Louis Vuitton's new cover for their Christmas magazine. They're really trying to get y'all to go out there and go all out and buy some stuff because they're giving you twins this year. Like, y'all see that? Like, nobody's buying stuff, so they decided to give you twins. The 2-for-1 deal. Very interesting times that we live in, y'all. Let me know what you guys think about this. The shift is here. Let's get it. Peace in.
Yo, a lot of people just say age got the best of these people, but if you look at every person in Hollywood or was involved in Hollywood, just look at them now. They do not look right. They do not look good. It just seems like everything went wrong for them. But why is that such a reoccurring pattern? Oh, I don't know. Maybe because they're doing evil things. They don't just look older. They literally look disturbed, like their life was taken from them.
That time a stranger crashed our Halloween party. We still don't know who he was.
I just feel like that wasn't no costume. And the blood that he had on his jacket wasn't fake. And why y'all just be letting anybody up in the party? That stranger looks strange.
What?
Somebody's in the window keeping up.
No, there's not.
We heard a ticking clock.
Don't go nowhere. Stay right here.
Guys, I just got home from school and I see this like hole in my wall, and like next door I have a really creepy neighbor. Let's take a look. What the fuck? Oh.
Chicos, son las 3 de la mañana, estoy escuchando ruidos súper extraños en el primer piso. Si quieres asesinarme, solo aplaude.
And so we think she died here, obviously, because this is where the hell the dance is. And what was that noise? Did you hear it?
Help!
What?
Did you see it?
No.
As Mexico prepares for the World Cup in 2026, they're starting to excavate around these stadiums, and they're starting to find some things around there. And we're talking about black bags with human remains in them. Since 2022, a search group has found approximately 456 bags containing human remains. The remains were found near a stadium that is scheduled to host 4 matches in the 2026 World Cup. This is nothing new for Jalisco. This right now.
So it's being reported that Wendy Williams has been cleared of frontotemporal dementia, y'all. That's all great. But the question that gotta be asked is, who diagnosed her in the first place? Because last time I checked, if you have that diagnosis, there's no cure for it. It can't just go away. I remember early in 2025 when she was at her window talking to somebody on TMZ. They was recording her in the window and she was telling them, "I'm fine, I do not have dementia." He was like, the people that's guarding her won't let her go out the house. She can't do nothing for herself. So it's just weird to me that 3 years later, now all of a sudden she's cleared of dementia. Nobody see the problem with that. This lady lost everything. She lost her show. She lost her ability to move whenever she wanted to say whatever she wanted to, probably to eat whatever she wanted to too. And all that for what? For them to say she's clear now? Nah, fool. Something weird going on, y'all. I'm telling you. Y'all already know how Wendy Williams was when she had her show. She was speaking on a lot of sensitive topics when it came to Hollywood.
See, that just shows you that they're trying to silence these people that are spreading the truth, because how do you get clear from having dementia? The people putting out this information are not even credible. They're just doing it to spread lies so people don't listen to these people, because the people trying to discredit her just got discredited themselves. So, you know, what does that say about them?
People are freaking out realizing why this actually happens. If your ears ever do this, then you're gonna need to hear this. Most people get that random ringing in their ears from time to time. But most people don't actually know what this is, they just say it's one of those things. Now, this sounds scary, but it's not actually, so stick with me. Neuroscientists have done a lot of research on this and say that ear ringing is your brain literally warning you that you've experienced a small amount of permanent hearing damage. There is, of course, a ridiculously big spectrum of frequencies, so when one gets chopped in and you're never going to hear it again, it's not really going to make a difference to you. Now, this actual occurrence is known as temporary threshold shift. Is where the tiny hairs in your inner ear get overstimulated by a very loud sound. It could be a car going past, a motorbike, traffic, gym, speakers, anything. Now, when those cells get damaged, your brain actually fills in the gaps with electrical noise which you hear as the ringing in your ears. Now, most people think the ringing in their ears is tinnitus. That's the thing that everybody says it is. But it's actually not. That's a more severe case. If you get this on an occasion like once a week, 2 times a week, then it could be a mild case of tinnitus. But if it's very random, the chances are you've just heard a very loud noise, they're ringing a bit, and it is absolutely fine.
Thank you guys for watching the video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Let me know your favorite part of the video. It made you tremble in your boots, and we're going to be on to the next one. Thank you.